Hello, sports fans. As I pointed out in the previous YouTube, we have just come up to the 50th anniversary of the Bay of Pigs invasion of Cuba, which was a complete military failure. There's various reasons why that was so. Some could argue that it never could have succeeded because Fidel Castro was just too popular to be overthrown. Although who knows what the validity of that was. We do know that the system that the people were under previously were not pleased with. At least a good percentage of the population was not pleased with. In fact, had Castro been taken in on the New York Yankees, we may never have had that revolution, at least not with him. But anyhow, it's very interesting, I think, that, not that I've had a chance to listen to the news too much, but there really was not too much talk about the Bay of Pigs invasion, which is a big issue. It wasn't, as far as the amount of casualties, a lot of people survived. A lot of the invaders survived, and I think that might have said something nice about Castro. The fact that these people were invading his country, you would have thought that they would have been executed to a greater degree, but they apparently were not. But the reason why I mention the Bay of Pigs invasion is because of our incursion into Libya. You can call it what you want, relating to what the reasons are, what we're actually trying to do, how we're doing it. It doesn't matter. We're spending like $1 million a shot on those cruise missiles and keeping those wearing out those jets on a no-fly shield over Libya is not inexpensive. Those jets only fly for so many hours, and then they're basically they're garbage. I mean, it's good. If I was a pilot, I would like to have that tour of duty and build up some time. Actually, I am a pilot, but if I was a jet pilot, I would say that I would like to fly anything I can and have someone else pay for it. But in any event, I think there's a significance to the fact that the media not only did not talk about the Bay of Pigs invasion. I think there's a reason why they didn't talk about the Bay of Pigs invasion, because if they did, they might have to have Comrade Obama comment on the Bay of Pigs invasion as to how he thought JFK handled the situation. And that would be very interesting to hear. I would like to hear Obama's thoughts about J.F. Kennedy. I think he referred to him many times out of respect and all that. But JFK did not go to the aid of those guys who were trying to overthrow Fidel Castro. Now, granted, Fidel Castro had just taken power from someone who's probably deemed worse. A lot of the economic benefits of the people took place when they nationalized all these American companies over there and everything else. I mean, they could do that here and make the plight of the lower 40% a lot better by just taking everything from everybody else, nationalizing businesses, seizing assets of all the businesses, and arresting the rich people for crimes against humanity, for providing jobs for the poor people. So, I mean, in that sense, Obama, I don't think wants to talk about Cuba and Castro and the Bay of Pigs invasion. It's very interesting that Chavez and Castro and Hillary Clinton and Obama were taking supporting a gentleman who tried to take over one of the South American countries, and the elected representatives threw the guy out, but we actually put him back in power. Very, very interesting how in that case the will of the people was not honored. In fact, we did everything to circumvent it. So we have no consistent foreign policy as to how we deal with various people. We're still trying to get this class warfare thing going on, that the rich can afford to pay more. And once again, I've said this in many YouTubes, that the lower 40% of income who do not pay any federal income tax are the ones who are moaning and groaning that the other 60% aren't paying enough. Now, as a ploy, they're trying to go for the top 1%, who actually contribute a hell of a lot of taxes to this nation, and a lot of the money they make is because the majority of people buy junk. I bought a little junk. I bought this little device that sharpens razor blades. I think it's cool. Listen, where is it? There it is. 5 seconds and it sharpens your disposable razor. Anyhow, I bought this. It seems to work. Some people say it doesn't work. Did I absolutely have to have it? No. I think it's made in the United States, but I bought it because I thought it would save me money. So I'm never running out of these shavers, these disposable shavers. Could grow a beard, I guess, full beard, and not have to worry about shaving. But I try to minimize the type of junk that I buy. And if less people bought junk, if less people bought stuff on credit and out these humongous bills, then the rich would not get richer. But as long as everybody basically keeps on buying everything they have to buy and eating crappy food and junk food and chemicals and killing themselves in many ways, we're going to get sicker and sicker. We're going to have less money to spend on other things. A lot of people get sick for no purpose, no fault of their own. And for those people, I feel for them, and I feel if they're living a healthy lifestyle, there should be some considerations. But in this society, apparently, the more decadent lifestyle you live, the cooler you are. You're like, the people like the Charlie Sheens are revered. Comedians make jokes about drugs, and we laugh at the jokes about drugs. And a good percentage of people are on drugs, and that's the reality of life. It's not the way I want it, not the way it should be, but that's the way it is. It's something that we could self-permit for people to grow their own pot, and as long as the security was maintained and the permits were paid, that it could be an income-producing thing, and it would definitely blow the crap out of organized crime. But they don't want to do that for moralistic reasons. I'm of the opinion that basically you're not gonna stop this stuff, so that if you can control it, and that does not mean making the pharmaceutical companies rich by allowing them to sell it. That's the last thing in the world. I just think people should be able to grow their own plants, a certain amount of plants, for definitely medicinal reasons, and if in fact the pharmaceutical companies want to offer that to people who are sick. I think it's Lou Gehrig's disease. There's a lady on the internet, the doctor asked her why she's still alive. She should have been dead a long time ago, and apparently she smokes a lot of pot, and apparently that has slowed down the rate of growth of this Lou Gehrig's disease. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I tell you what, when you have a fatal disease, you should be able to take what the hell you want. It should be up to you to do it. Anyhow, I think I'm running running low on this topic as to where we started here, but it's a pretty mild rant. Hope I didn't offend too many people. I do think that we have a president that is totally out of control, and in the short period of time he's been in office, he's affected my life tragically, and he's basically laughed at the Constitution. He's appointed people to the Supreme Court to laugh at the U.S. Constitution. That should bother a few of you people, and I know it does, and yet there's a certain core of supporters of Mr. Obama who just don't care. There is nothing they will say negative about the guy. Nothing at all. It would be hilarious if the implications weren't so serious. And then you have the people that no matter what you come up with, whatever information you come up with, they say, well, Rush Limbaugh said that. Now, not everything Rush Limbaugh says is right or wrong. But when he points out certain things and then you research and you find out that there's an element of truth to it. For instance, this insurance thing on the veterans. I know I saw and heard on YouTube, on this particular service that you're watching me on, Obama talk about the military who are injured, and that they should have known better, that they knew they were going to get injured, they could get injured, so it's irresponsible and selfish of them, or something to that effect, that now they expect the government to take care of them. And I heard this, yet if you can find this video on YouTube, please let me know, because they did a real good job of expunging this particular video, which people should see, because now his supporters say he never said that. And I know he said that because I heard it's not what I saw written down. I heard him, I saw him on YouTube saying that. Anyhow, eat your greens, plant lots of collards, start a garden, do something. Do something. Why don't you just do something, okay? Spend some time and plant some seeds of anything in your backyard in a 5-gallon can and put it on your fire escape or something. And try to get in tune with nature. Okay, and take your vitamin D. Bye-bye.